Have you ever felt a sudden urge to pause, to listen, to pay attention to something you can't quite explain? What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, you are being called, not by me, not by chance, but by something far greater? God said, "Watch this alone right now, before it's too late." But why? Why you? Why now? And what could possibly be so urgent that you're being asked to watch this alone? Before we go any further, I want you to do something for me. Take a deep breath. Let the world around you fade away. This moment is just for you. No distractions, no noise. Just you and this message. You might be wondering, why am I here? Why did I click on this video? Maybe you're searching for answers. Maybe you're looking for hope. Or maybe, just maybe, you're here because you were meant to be. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you were meant for something more? Like there's a purpose for your life that you haven't quite discovered yet? Maybe you've had dreams, signs, or moments of déjà vu that made you question reality itself. What if those weren't just coincidences? What if they were messages, divine nudges, meant to wake you up? I want you to think back. Has there ever been a moment in your life when you felt a strange sense of knowing? Maybe you were walking down the street and suddenly felt like you were exactly where you were supposed to be. Or maybe you heard a song and the lyrics spoke directly to your soul. Right now, I want you to do something. Take a deep breath. Look around you. Notice the silence, the stillness. This is your moment. This is your calling. Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt like the universe or God was trying to get your attention? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear your story. Why the urgency? Why before it's too late? Because time is not promised. Opportunities come and go. And sometimes the window to act, to change, to awaken is smaller than we think. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads. One path leads to the life you've always known. Safe, predictable, maybe even comfortable. The other path? It's unknown. It's scary, but it's also where your destiny lies. I want you to picture this. You're standing at the edge of a cliff. Below you is the life you've always known. Ahead of you is a bridge, shrouded in mist. You can't see where it leads, but you know deep down that it's where you're meant to go. If you knew you only had one chance to change your life forever, would you take it? Or would you let fear hold you back? Comment below. What's the one thing you wish you had the courage to do? Let's talk about signs. Maybe you've seen repeating numbers. 11, 11, 3, 33. Maybe you've heard a song at just the right moment, or a stranger said something that struck you to your core. These are not accidents. These are breadcrumbs left for you to follow. I remember a time in my own life when I was lost. I didn't know which way to turn, but then, out of nowhere, I started seeing feathers everywhere. On my doorstep, in my car, even in my dreams. At first, I thought it was just a coincidence. But then I realized it was a sign, a message from above, telling me that I was not alone. What's the strangest or most powerful sign you've ever received? Share it in the comments. You never know who else might need to hear your story. Why watch this alone? Because sometimes the most profound messages are meant for your ears only. In solitude, you can hear the whisper of your soul. You can connect with God, the universe, your higher self, whatever you believe in, without distraction. Right now, I want you to close your eyes. Listen. What do you hear? What do you feel? Is there a message waiting for you? Solitude is not loneliness. It's a sacred space where you can hear the truth of your own heart. It's where you can connect with the divine without the noise of the world drowning out the message. Did anything come to you in that moment of silence? A word, a feeling, an image? Write it down. Share it if you feel called. You might be wondering, why am I calling you the chosen one? Because you are. Out of billions of people, you are here, right now, watching this. That's not an accident. You have a purpose, a mission, a light that only you can shine in this world. I want you to imagine a world where everyone lived their purpose, where everyone answered their calling. What kind of world would that be? A world filled with love, compassion, and hope. But it starts with you. It starts with one person saying yes to their calling. What do you think your purpose is? If you don't know yet, what are you searching for? Let's talk about it in the comments. But here's the warning. If you ignore the call, if you let this moment pass, you may never get it back. Regret is a heavy burden. Don't let it be yours. God said, "Watch this alone right now, before it's too late." This is your wake-up call, your invitation to step into your destiny. I've seen too many people let fear hold them back. They wait for the right moment, the perfect opportunity. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is only now. What's holding you back from answering your calling? Fear, doubt, the opinions of others? Be honest. Let's support each other. In the comments. Imagine your life a year from now if you say yes to this calling. Imagine the impact you could have, the lives you could touch, the joy you could experience. It starts with one decision, one moment of courage, one step forward. I want to share a story with you. There was a woman named Sarah. She was stuck in a job she hated, feeling lost and unfulfilled. But one day, she heard a message. Just like this one, she felt a stirring in her soul, a call to do something more. She took a leap of faith, quit her job, and started a nonprofit to help children in need. Today, she's happier than she's ever been. And it all started with one moment of courage. What's the first step you can take today toward your purpose? It doesn't have to be big. Share it below. Let's inspire each other. This isn't just a video. It's a movement. A community of people who are waking up, stepping up, and choosing to live with purpose. If you feel something stirring inside you right now, don't ignore it. Join us. Share your story. Ask your questions. Let's walk this path together. What questions do you have about your purpose, your calling, or the signs you're seeing? Drop them in the comments. I read every single one. I have a challenge for you. Tonight, before you go to bed, spend 5 minutes in silence. No phone, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. Ask yourself, what is God trying to tell me right now? Write down whatever comes to you. It might not make sense at first, but trust the process. Will you take the challenge? If you do, come back tomorrow and share what you discovered. Let's hold each other accountable. You are not here by accident. You are not watching this by chance. You are the chosen one, and your time is now. Don't let this moment slip away. Don't let fear win. Step into your destiny. The world needs your light. Remember, God said, "Watch this alone right now, before it's too late." You answered the call. Now, what will you do with it? Let's talk about faith. Faith isn't just believing in something you can't see. It's trusting that there's a plan for your life, even when you don't understand it. There's a story in the Bible about Abraham. God told him to leave everything he knew and go to a land he'd never seen. Abraham didn't have a map. He didn't have all the answers, but he had faith. And because of that faith, he became the father of nations. What about you? What would your life look like if you had that kind of faith? If you trusted that every step you take is guided, even when the path is unclear? Do you struggle with faith? What helps you trust in the unseen? Let's talk about it in the comments. Let's be honest. Answering your calling isn't easy. It requires sacrifice. It means letting go of comfort, of certainty, of the familiar. But what's the cost of ignoring the call? Regret, emptiness, a life half lived. I once met a man who spent his whole life chasing money and success. He had everything the world said would make him happy, but he felt empty inside. On his deathbed, he said his biggest regret was not following his heart, not answering the call. Don't let that be your story. What are you afraid of losing if you answer your calling? What do you think you might gain? Share your thoughts below. Obedience isn't a popular word these days, but sometimes the greatest miracles happen when we simply say yes. There's a story about a young woman who felt called to move to a new city. She didn't know anyone there. She didn't have a job lined up, but she felt a deep sense of peace about it. She obeyed the call, Within weeks, she found a job, made new friends, and discovered a purpose she never knew she had. Obedience opens doors that you can't even imagine. Have you ever obeyed a nudge or a calling, even when it didn't make sense? What happened? Tell us in the comments. You don't have to walk this path alone. In fact, you're not meant to. Community is where we find strength, encouragement, and accountability. It's where we share our struggles and our victories. It's where we remind each other that we're not alone. That's why I created this channel, to build a community of people who are committed to living with purpose. Do you have a community that supports your journey? If not, what kind of support do you need? Let's connect in the comments. Answering your calling isn't just about changing the world. It's about discovering who you really are. It's about peeling back the layers of fear, doubt, and insecurity to reveal the person you were always meant to be. It's a journey. And like any journey, there will be ups and downs, twists and turns. But every step is worth it. What have you learned about yourself on your journey so far? What are you still searching for? Share your insights below. Gratitude is a powerful force. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It opens your heart to receive more blessings. Every day, take a moment to thank God for the signs, the nudges, the opportunities. Even the challenges are gifts, shaping you into the person you're meant to be. What are you grateful for today? Let's fill the comments with gratitude. We live in a noisy world. It's easy to miss the still, small voice that's trying to guide us. Make it a practice to listen. Set aside time each day to be still, to quiet your mind, to tune in to the voice of God. You might be surprised at what you hear. How do you make time to listen in your daily life? What helps you tune out the noise? Share your tips below. Sometimes, the thing holding us back from our calling is unforgiveness toward others, or even toward ourselves. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It frees you from the past and opens the door to your future. If you're carrying the weight of unforgiveness, I encourage you to let it go, release it. Make space for new blessings. Is there someone you need to forgive? Or do you need to forgive yourself? Let's support each other in the comments. Prayer is more than just words. It's a conversation with God. It's a way to align your heart with His will. If you're not sure what your calling is, ask. Pray for guidance, for clarity, for courage, and then listen. The answer may come in a whisper, a sign, or a sudden knowing. How has prayer helped you on your journey? Do you have a prayer request? Share it below so we can pray for each other. No matter where you are on your journey, there is always hope. Even in the darkest moments, there is a light that cannot be extinguished. Hold on to hope. Trust that your story is not over. The best is yet to come. What gives you hope? How do you hold on to hope when things get tough? Let's encourage each other in the comments. Now, it's time to take action. Don't just watch this video and move on with your day. Do something. Take a step, no matter how small. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you've lost touch with. Maybe it's starting that project you've been putting off. Maybe it's simply saying yes to the next opportunity that comes your way. Whatever it is, do it with courage. Do it with faith. Do it knowing that you are not alone. What action will you take today? Declare it in the comments. Let's hold each other accountable. Your story matters. Your journey can inspire others. Don't be afraid to share your testimony. When you share your story, you give others permission to do the same. You create a ripple effect of hope and courage. Have you ever shared your story with someone? How did it impact them? How did it impact you? Let's celebrate our stories in the comments. Above all, remember that you are loved deeply, unconditionally, eternally, no matter what you've done. No matter where you've been, you are never beyond the reach of God's love. Let that love fill you, guide you, and empower you to live your calling. How have you experienced love on your journey? Who has shown you love when you needed it most? Share your stories below. The journey won't always be easy. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But don't give up. Persevere. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. Remember, every great story has moments of struggle. It's what makes the victory so sweet. What keeps you going when things get tough? What's your source of strength? Let's encourage each other in the comments. As we come to the end of this message, I want to leave you with one final challenge. Don't just be a listener, be a doer. Take what you've heard today and put it into action. Your life is a gift. Don't waste it. Live with purpose. Live with passion. Live as the chosen one you were created to be. Are you ready to accept the challenge? Type, "I'm ready" in the comments if you are. If this message spoke to you, if you felt something shift inside, I want you to do 3 things. 1. Subscribe *** to this channel so you never miss another message. 2. Comment below with your thoughts, your questions, your story. 3. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we can change the world. One chosen, one at a time. Remember, God said, "Watch this alone right now before it's too late." You answered the call. Now, what will you do with it?